Hello all, or should I say konnichiwa, to another edition of Food Sack, where I explore the Japanese stuff happening at 7-Eleven Australia. Yes, as I've said before, 7-Eleven Australia was purchased by 7-Eleven Japan, and as such, 7-Eleven Australia has started to bring out lots of different Japanese things. Earlier, I looked at some onigiri and gyoza that they had brought out, and then I looked at the special Monao Crunky that they had also brought out, which actually did upset a few people on TikTok. They said it's just called a Crunky. Mate, just call it a Crunky. It says Crunky on it, just call it a Crunky. But it doesn't. It says Monao Crunky. I mean, you wouldn't call it Iced Vovo Tim Tam an Iced Vovo. So the Monao Crunky, it's just a type of Monao, the Crunky version of the Monao. Anyway, I explained that in the YouTube video, so watch that if you haven't already. Anyway, Australian 7-Eleven, they've brought out some more Japanese things, this time a bit sweeter. Firstly, they have a Japanese-inspired range, and in some stores, I haven't seen them in all stores, they do have this little corner of Japanese snacks imported directly from Japan. So, I went there today and I checked them out. So, I got the white choc and yuzu flavored cookie. I got the caramel and miso flavored cupcake, and the strawberry and matcha, what's that called? Bread? Sliced cake. Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot like banana bread, but obviously doesn't have banana in it, so it's not a banana bread. That looks pretty good. I did also, earlier today, pick up these. So as it says here, chalk-coated bullets, but that's not actually what it says on the Japanese there. I think that's a little bit misleading. The name is misleading, the picture obviously is not. But anyway, it all looks pretty excited. I don't know where to start. Look, my curiosity, one thing that really piqued my curiosity with these things is this sticker. What is behind the sticker? I don't know, but let's find out. Boop, boop, boop. So these are interesting. Oh, this is really hard to take off. These are imported straight from Japan. As you can tell from the packaging, this is what they have on the shelf in Japan. Now, another thing, actually, all right, here we go. I've got a, it's not really peeling off that well. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there is something written underneath here, which I was explaining. Like, so first of all, what does it say on the Japanese packaging? It says saku saku puff no corn choco, which means crunchy puffed corn chocolate. So yeah, here we go. It's not coming off very well. I can read it here. Maybe I need like a steamer or something. So I don't know why they've done that. Interesting. Because I do remember all of the home brand 7-Eleven stuff is all like translated into English, has the English written on it. So rather than say chocolate bullets, it is the more accurate, no, I don't really know if you can see it, but the more accurate chocolate corn puffs, which, yeah, so why are they calling them chocolate bullets? That's inaccurate. Anyway, what do they taste like? Let's have a go. I've never had these before. This was $6.50 for this packet. And, you know, there's not many. 65 grams. So, oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I did leave these in my car for a bit. These are not representative. Sorry, they did melt a bit in my car. That one is maybe a bit better looking. Anyway, what do these taste like? There's quite a thick chocolate there, like when it's not melted. These are quite good. These are quite nice. Japanese chocolate is generally quite good. It actually tastes a lot like Nutella, to be honest. I'm trying to think of what cereal that tastes like. It tastes like something. But, I mean, you know, imagine an unflavored cheesel. That's basically what that is. That is pretty good. Is it worth $6.50? I'm not quite sure. Alrighty, let's get on to the cafe treats. Now, these are all made in Australia. They're just inspired by Japan. So they use some Japanese flavorings, obviously. And they have some Japanese writing on them. Pretty cool, I guess. I will try the caramel and miso muffin. Now, these are... I was surprised, actually. I bought this in a separate purchase to the choc bullet things. This was $11 for 3 of these. So this muffin was $4. And yeah, you can get these as part of a deal with coffee or something. Anyway, what does this taste like? Let's give that a go. Yeah, caramel and miso. Yeah, it's definitely a strong caramel flavor, first of all. That is quite tasty. But, yeah, I'm not tasting any of the miso at all. Yeah, that's a perfectly acceptable caramel muffin, but, yeah, there's just no miso in there at all. So, yeah, I mean, maybe don't get put off by the miso part, because, to be honest, that didn't sound very appetizing. But that's a nice caramel muffin, for sure. Anyway, on to the white chocolate and yuzu flavored cookie. Now, this was $3.50. Yeah, yuzu, geez, if you don't know, is basically a lemon. It's basically a lemon. Anyway, let's try this out. Actually, yeah, just look at that. That looks good. Anyway, Whoa. Wow, that is a strong lemony flavor. Let me just see. So candied lemon peel is one of the ingredients. 0.2% yuzu flavor. It seems to be about 0.2% yuzu flavor, to be honest. Once again, though, quite tasty. Yeah, it definitely tastes a lot more like lemon peel than lemon, if that makes sense. It tastes like a lemon rind, which is good. It's nice. I think with a coffee, maybe a cup of tea, that would be delicious. Anyway, on to the strawberry and matcha. Now, this works in a latte. I'm no stranger to a strawberry and matcha latte. But what is it like in bread form? Let's just take it out fully, because these pictures did look quite interesting. There we go. That's cool. Green bread. Wow, that does look fairly interesting. Smells a lot more like raspberry than it does matcha. Anyway, let's give it a go. Yeah, very, very banana bready. I think this would taste a lot better grilled. Yeah, definitely not bad, but once again, I can't really taste the Japanese ingredient. I can't taste the matcha much at all. I mean, matcha is a fairly subtle sort of flavor. Next to the... Wait, was this strawberry or raspberry? Oh, strawberry. Next to the strawberry, sorry. Yeah, it just, again, just kind of disappears next to the strawberry. So, yeah, not bad. I mean, if you told me that was strawberry banana bread, then, yeah, I would believe you. That tastes a lot like a strawberry sort of banana bread. But, yeah, no matcha flavor at all, really. So, anyway, that is the continuing Japanification of the Australian 7-Eleven stores. Not bad. I've said it before, if they really want to be like a Japanese 7-Eleven, first, they need cheap alcohol. We love that at the Japanese 7-Elevens. And they need toilets. Clean toilets. There's been many an occasion where I have found comfort and relief in a Japanese convenience store toilet. Always clean, always welcoming. Yeah, that's what we need more of at the Australian 7-Eleven stores. A bit harder to make than a yuzu and white chocolate cookie, for sure. But yes, if you could introduce them, that would be great. You know, fun fact, little insider knowledge here. My nephew, he lives in Japan. He worked at a Japanese 7-Eleven for a little bit, not long. And, you know, I asked him what was, like, the worst thing. He said cleaning the toilet, because people would leave it in a mess, which comes as a surprise because, you know, if you've ever used a convenience store toilet in Japan, it is, as I said, normally quite clean. But, you know, it's not because people are that much cleaner. It's just that they do get cleaned quite often. I think that's the difference. Our service station toilets don't really get cleaned that much, but in Japan, that is like the top job. You have to clean it like all the time because people are filthy wherever you go, and apparently a lot of like elderly people use them in Japan, and yeah, they leave them in quite a state. So yeah, that's why he didn't last very long at the 7-Eleven. He quit. He was like, "This sucks. I'm getting out of here." Anyway, I will leave it there. Mata aohimade. Sayonara.